Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play News Tower. The last episode ended quite suddenly. Had a bit of a OBS recording issue again here, but nothing was missed. We were exactly where we left off, right when the error happened. We have 4 of these pre-stories in a drawer, although almost certainly they might need some prioritizing. Oh yeah, I can't filter by that. For some reason, these purple tags are not ones that you can go and do. Now, I still think there's a very good chance we're not going to finish these just because they came up late. I think I maybe should have focused a little bit more exclusively on the society tags earlier on. But we will see. Oh, another story come in here. Oh, crime's got another level. Sure. And we're not going to bother with that. There's still 3 more stories to get through this week. Oh, I want to move that story myself. Nope, we're not going to bother with this one. Just double check. There we go. We want to move these as quickly as possible, please. Did you finish one? No. Let me grab this, and then we'll put it upstairs, because if I don't get to it, it'll shorten the movement time. And then, you've got a bunch of tags. Sure. Oh, okay, hold on. Penny's back. That's right. I forgot that's just one of the things I was looking at, because I was going to look at the station, but now... There we go. Workplace. So, you would like some prestige around here. Can we put a porcelain vase on your desk? Yes. And then I could add more, but I think you're fine now, so I'm not going to worry about that. So put it here, but I don't think anyone's standing there, and these are all working, though. But this one's nearly done, so I guess I'll do that. Oh, that's the last story. I guess, sure. I mean, Penny, you really working on... We're gonna have to give Penny some skill ups. Oh, there's a story there that I can grab. And just save a couple of steps. All right. I don't think there's anything left to do. And I might be able to shuffle one more story. It might just be that one. Oh, there's this. And then soon that'll end, but I don't think it's going to come up before the end of things. Did we have all the paper we needed? Yes. Although, I'm going to put it in order now. I don't know if it'll arrive in time for the printing. Okay, it does. So just in case we print like a giga paper here, I'm going to go and load those in. And I still want to keep my delivery people a little bit more flexible. Drop that. Put it in there properly. Okay. And then, yeah, more little stories. You know what? You guys can just go and deliver it as you would. Okay, last chance. We got a bucket of money. We got some influence over here. These are on the extreme side, so it might be a little challenging to hit. And, okay, all our priestly stories are ready to go. Now, they don't have any, I can never remember what it's called, perception. They have no secondary tags at all other than themselves. So, I mean, it probably makes sense to load them on the same page because presumably they will also combo, but it doesn't actually matter too much. Now, the other big thing is we need to make sure to get off all these scoops. You don't have a tremendous amount of tags, but I might plan on putting you here. And then, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we hammer away at these moderates some more. Every combo gives extra sales. Is going to be nice for now. Speaking of combos, I could go and make the front page all about exciting statistics. Everybody loves statistics. You got quite a few tags on there. We might do some rearrangement afterwards, but let's see here. Now, any chance we've got a society unveiling scoop? Society triumph? No. There's a lot of tags on that, though. The unveiling one doesn't have a ton, but I guess what I can do is I'll do that, and then this is another economy unveiling one at the very least. Oh, and then I gotta slam in... Okay. Yeah, these aren't gonna help us make a very valuable newspaper, unfortunately. But there we go. It satisfies this, locks in a bunch more subscribers. It's a good investment. We completely clear out the Brooklyn Zoo. I do have room for one more story over here. We're still in the moderate branch. Let me go move you down here and then put this story in there. There we go. And actually, that turns out to be not a bad issue. Like, in terms of actual amounts of paper, it's, unless, so the last time I recorded, not the previous episode, but the last time I recorded, the Steam page had announced the first post 1.0 patch. So that was on November the 25th. I'm recording this on November the 28th. And one of the things it mentioned in there was, I think, about reducing the amount of paper used. And I'd commented at a time that I didn't feel that that was the case. But Steam had an update for the game for me today. I'm wondering if I never had the 1.0 patch, or the post 1.0 patch. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this seems good. Sure. Oh, and then where are we ending up? Are we still in the moderate pile? We're still in the moderate pile. Okay, I like that. Chunk. That is very satisfying. More games have to have big levers like this we can pull. All right. Rigging rumors shake baseball. We didn't get any of the insider tags triggering on the baseball stories, did we? I don't think so. I have tons of money. Could obviously add another floor, and I probably just should. Be warned. The next district will be no welcome party. Mm-hmm. More influence. Hymns of the Four Winds. We get that locked in. Great. And then we progress our little moderate a little bit. Not a very exciting week next week for our perceptions, but it leaves us some flexibility. We might go for the middle again. Ooh, what did we unlock? Chief of Police. I'm betting, yeah, we've got no interactions available here, unfortunately, and it's unlikely to happen. You want me to print lies? No? Print Society the most. Actually, this could work, and then, yeah, I guess it's a little more influence. Still trying, theoretically, to get it to the point of getting that fourth printer, but yeah, 64 influence is insane. What's 64 for next two? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, Rick. Do I keep hammering at this guy? I think I do. All right, let's do this one. It's going to have lots of different... Oh, wait. No, the photography thing. Okay. I can't exit out of this and go work on the photographer now. I don't think. Ooh. Got a golden tag. Timekeeper. When reporting speeds up, all reporters working the same item. That's kind of tricky. Digger, 50% chance of adding a scandal tag when using a story file containing a dirt tag. That is very enticing. Okay, photography. Do I... unlocks the photographer. That one needs a photographer as well. I really want the extra printing, but maybe... I mean, new game designs are fun, and maybe there's a bunch more stuff we can get out of it. All right, let's unlock photography. That's a lot of stuff. We got 6 points left. I can get the camera cleaning kit, the development light. Oh, that would eat more power, which we're probably gonna have to build regardless. Buffs photo processor. Buffs engraver. Buffs photographer. Sorry, I just knocked the mic. I don't know if it was audible. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna get the camera cleaning kit. Sure. And then, right, I still need a region to work in. So, oh, okay, hold on. I can do this because it has been unlocked. Okay, so Roslyn Heights. We want to photograph, which is Golden Story, and revealing if we can as well. These are scoops. I think the scoops might be hard-coded to come in, but we do have to get them soon. And revealing can be anywhere. Photograph is just apparently whatever. I don't know if we need to focus on anything then for this. And then, oh, we do want to print the Society the most. So I will put in a priority on that. Again, I'm worried about just getting these stories exclusively and sort of getting a little bit blocked. So I think what I'll do is I'll put in the politics and sports as well. So we'll be weighted a little towards politics or society, but there'll be a little bit of variation, and then we'll do a bit of wibbly wobbly around that. So is photography? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Quick start is nice. Okay, so we'll clearly have to get that set up. And yeah, if I were to go and build one more light, you see we're at 100% power usage. Boom, boom. Everything fails. So let's go and add an extra floor here for 15 grand. Wait, I don't have to unlock a generator, do I? I'm pretty sure we just have the generator. So I'm going to go and shove this off to the side as much as possible. We're going to have to start ordering coal. So actually, let me put in I'm going to put in a big order for coal. I don't know how quickly you chooch it and if it matters, if the power load matters, for example. Yeah, we better make sure we got the stairs so this can be reached. And almost certainly we're just going to want the industrial wall here regardless. So we'll go ahead and do that. And I'm going to get a wall with a door. And then a bit of a temperature complaint. So we'll just put in... By a bit of a temperature complaint, I mean a lot. Now, the fan would be better. Like, it does more of a temperature hit. But it also consumes power, which, I mean, we've got now. All right, I'm going to... Is the fan itself loud? No, the loudness is still there. Run one acoustic panel. I don't know. I'll put in a fan anyway because it feels good. And then, all right, you know what? We'll double up on the fans. Okay, so no temperature complaints or anything because people will have to come up here and load things in. I guess they won't like that it's dark, which is fair. And then we'll line that up over there. And then it does give us some extra space to work in. So now if we go to reporting, we can get a photographer's desk. Now, I'm expecting the photographers to work very similarly to a reporter. So having it closer to the bottom lets them head out to the story first. But then after that, they're probably just dropping things off to like a dark room. Oh, okay, hold on. This is crazy. So photographer generates photo negatives. Photo negatives get converted into a photo in a dark room, and I'm wondering if it needs specific lighting or lack thereof. This gets turned into a photo. This converts a photo or draft graphic into a halftone graphic. Converts a halftone graphic into an engraved... Do I need this entire process? I wonder if it... Ooh. Requires darkness. It does require darkness. And it's smelly, probably because of the chemicals. Well, let's put you in your own room. Because we're going to want lights for other people. And then, yeah, I think mostly the air vent, actually, but... Probably need air vents and fans. I'll throw a sink in there, too. What's by 40? Sink is very effective. There you go. A well-ventilated space. With no light. Oh, the smell counter, I could have done the bathroom wall. Oh, maybe this does too. I'm not sure. Let's assume another light. And then, yeah, I kind of expect we're going to have to put in some more desks here. You know what? I'm going to put in another resupply desk, too. Over here. Put another gap. Or... Where's the comfort items? General, yeah. I'm going to put a medium plant between there. And then you've got a little bit of green. You're probably fine. But you know what? We'll throw in another clock. Everyone loves a clock. Everyone's a clock watcher. Okay, so... Hauler, concentration recovers faster, double pip. I don't know. That's going to be fine. Welcome to the team. And then you're cheaper. I mean, I like cheap. I'm going to re-roll you. What if we don't get a photographer? And again. Okay. If this goes and whiffs on the photographer, that'll suck. So Stanley Bennington, you have no traits, but you do have one skill. What is this? Natural coordinator. Immediately unlocks the next story file within the news. Note that once this reporter is assigned, it cannot be undone. Okay, that's kind of amazing, though. Doug Tucker is clearly excellent. Now, you're not a crime reporter, so stacking you over here doesn't help much. I suppose what I might want to do, actually, I think one of these was missing something. One of these was society research, and I couldn't get the world map down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this desk and move it over. I'm going to scooch you right up against the wall. And you were a crime desk, so we're going to put there. Because if we get another crime desk, we'll do that. And you do want this. Oh, hold on. That's also the crime board. Might be a little tricky. These big boards are just huge. See, and then the problem is it doesn't quite fit because of this. If I move this over by 1, then I think... Okay, there I can fit it that way. And I can get this crime poster for you. And then you do want this, but you also have... You have society and you've got this. Do you not have society? Oh, you have society. So what we want... Oops. Ooh, you are tricky, because we want a solar system poster up here, too. I mean, I can simply just not max all your stuff, though. Okay, what am I doing? I'm putting down another reporter's desk for this god tier reporter. Reporter desk here. That reporter doesn't do crime coverage, though. Yeah. So we need economy, entertainment, and society. So we need these boosters. So not all the crime stuff. You do economy, so put that in there. You do entertainment. Actually, this Flames of Passion can go between these two. And then it's the society stuff that's quite bulky. Solar system. And you want a globe. Okay. And then, yeah, I'll hire someone over here. I don't think there's a lot of this stuff that happens on Monday. You're cheaper. Oh, because you don't have the skill in something we don't care about anyway. Okay, we'll do that, because we'll definitely at least need to go and process this. Like, we're going to have to go and, yeah, handle this stuff. And I did get the extra desk. And there's a little bit of dirt over there. Some coal is being delivered. So if I let this go, I can take this coal and manually load into the generator, which I want to do. I mean, my haulers aren't currently busy, but let's make sure to stay ahead of this problem. Did I order my paper? I don't think I did. And I don't have a ton of cash. So let's order as much as I can. And then we may end up paying the emergency fee and going slightly negative. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, it's full. Oh, okay. Well, let me just go and put this stuff on the shelf then. Okay, and yeah, hopefully we don't have to restock this too often. Maybe I didn't need to spend on coal at all, especially not the big one, but... Okay, we got a scoop over here, way at the end, and a spy in between. Let's throw in Lillian. You're quite good and might unlock the next one. You did not. But it was worth a try. I'm going to cycle this story. You know what? That's not good enough for us here. It'll be quick. We're only doing one of these two. Got a bunch of tags and stuff. Sure. Penny, we'll put you on the crime beat. All right. This is where we get important. We definitely have to do the bottom rank. I don't think we've got anyone who combos with, like, dirt stuff and the extra psychic. Oh, we have to do both sides. Milford there. And it doesn't really matter too much. Maybe what I'll do is I'll do that for the extra XP. Oh, and then we've got... You know what? Just a one step. Let's do it. Ooh, lots of good stuff in this one. Okay, so we're going to use Doug to automatically unlock that. Amazing. And yeah, you are locked. I can't X you out, which is fine. No cheesing this one. The lucky tag doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. Here, Dennis, get some extra cross-platform XP, because speed. is not really a problem here. We have someone with a lucky tag. You ignore the spy? Perfect. Waiting for... There we go. Story here. And actually, what we're waiting for is another telegraph story. Let me go and do this. Focus a little bit more on society for a bit. And there's our final scoop. Investigative. No, that's with adventurous, so I don't think any trait matters. So Milfred. Yeah, this is going to be a story with a lot of tags. I think it's definitely worth pursuing. The psychic bit doesn't matter for this. But you do have a lot of skill. They're both the same, so do this and that. And this trait doesn't matter. Neither does this one. We just want to post a lot of society stories, but we do have that going. We still need a scoop on a photography thing. Okay, we're out of society stories, so this doesn't matter. I guess maybe sports and politics to make sure we have defeat, crime, and entertainment for the gruesome. Just try to get those a little sooner. Oh, I should still be loading in my paper manually. If I don't want to be micromanaging all my substations, that went onto the floor. And yeah, I think with 1,000 we are... Oh, it's all going on the floor. Because I'm dragging it to where the print module icon is rather than where the device actually is. Okay, and then let me just see if I need to catch up moving some of these. I do, which doesn't surprise me. I'll just try to spread these out. One, two, and one over there. Okay, good enough. Society story, yeah, definitely finished this. Lots of great traits. Got an entertainment story here with great traits. Although it's not, you know, one of our requirements. Lucky doesn't matter. Doesn't. Oh, hold on. Might have been too late to get the unlock there, unfortunately. I wonder if I should be cycling a few more of these. Okay, there's a scoop. Well, I guess you have kind of equitable skills. So let's do this. We still haven't found the photograph yet. I might have to cycle more aggressively here. I mean, I'll finish this clearly. Okay, it's got a photograph. Excellent. Although it's not a photograph scoop, but it's still a golden story, so I think we'll still do it. Let's see if the psychic works out. It does. And then Stanley, you've got your first gig, my friend. Okay, that's a scoop, so we clearly have to pursue... that's our photo scoop. Okay, that's a big one. Traits don't matter here. This doesn't matter here. No one's got terribly high skill on these, but get that going anyway. And then do that. We still need a gruesome scoop. So I should probably be pretty aggressively cycling to it. And these guys are mostly caught up. Okay. Noise, this. Oh, there's trash that happens over there. Coal trash. Coal storage. Counters coal trash. Oh! I love that it sent us to the map for that. That's interesting. Hopefully our sweepers can handle this. All right, photograph, you're still traveling. Crime, it's not a scoop, but it's clearly super valuable. I wonder if I should have 2 photographers. I don't know how often we'll have that conflict. 10 hours remaining. I don't know if we even had... All right, that's photo processing and stuff. I'd have to shuffle this. Oh, I might not even have enough money to hire them. So I guess we just wait. What are we? Oh, yeah, we're not going to finish that this week. Oh, well. That's unfortunate. But we'll still steal a bunch of their subscribers. Yeah, you're still there. This is the new one. Oh, I'm just going to cycle that one completely. Oh. Is this our photographer? Nope, that's fastball. Photographer must... There it is. Okay. So you've been dropped off, Stanley. So now I'm going to drop this for... Well... Okay, well, it still frees Stanley's hand. Oh! What? For this one, I have to drop it into the slot? So the others, you drop them onto... I don't know. I'm confused, but fine. Whatever. There's a couple of UI inconsistencies in this that sort of confuse me. I mean, maybe I'm imagining it wrong. We could add a golden tag with the adventurous. Okay, I'm definitely not interested in that one. I guess we'll go ahead and do this. That, although there was an adventure tag there that might have paid off. Ooh, do we have anyone lucky here? No. Dennis, good. Nice dodge, buddy. No, we didn't get the tag. There's nothing to haul outside. We can do this, and... These desks are mostly... See, here there's, like... I guess I can drop it in the slot. But I can also just drop it onto the desk itself. So all these are in the file. I mean, I guess with a little bit of focus, maybe... But probably not. Incomplete chain. Incomplete chain? Oh. Oh, look at all the freaking steps for the photo. Okay. So we do need... more of the photo stations. I can't afford, so these aren't getting published this week anyway. All right, well, they'll be out of date and they won't be a scoop, but I'm just going to go ahead and accept that since apparently I don't have any money anyway. So we'll just do a lot of fast forwarding. Yeah, you can do that. That's fine. Although you did need a bit of a pause. I'm not going to bother with this story. That is our last story. That's fine. Okay, well, we learned a little bit about photography. It's a very complicated process. So, I could just go and drop this so I could still run the story this week. Now, I think I want it to carry through to next week, regardless. So, do we have a revealing one we can run? Yes, and it's got tons of tags, which is great. I don't really care where I end up, although maybe moderate to keep poking at the unlock over there wouldn't be terrible. Well, we have a lot of revealing. So let's go and combo the revealing hard. Right, make sure we print a lot of society. So yeah, I can't post the photo scoop, or in fact, any photo. I can't post this one because that's the photo, but I can post this. It's not very exciting. We could just use this page as a semi-throwaway. Oh no, that's right, it's the scoop. Sorry, I don't have the gruesome scoop. That's a shame. I do have the defeat scoop, but it's not terribly valuable. And then the dirt scoop. The dirt scoop is ready, and that's actually not too bad. That might deserve a sort of a 2 spot over here. Okay, so we're kind of done other than maybe trying to keep things shifted towards the middle. Let's lead this ginormous story over here. I don't have any more revealing. Oh, this is entertainment and unveiling. So I can do that maybe. Gossip and entertainment for a little bit more comboing. We're still printing more society than anything, which is good. Oops, that's not what I want to do. And I was going to say, at this point, I might want to just make sure that I don't accidentally end up printing too much of something else. I don't want to push further to the left here, so I'm going to print this story, and then we'll just print one of the expiring ones, and I think I'll just do that and that. Okay, so not a bad run. It satisfies this. It does a bunch here. And then we use this as a bit of a test run to understand how photography works. Wolves Plague something. Record sales. That was a good paper. And yes, we've impacted you a little bit here. We don't get any rep gain, but we do get the influence, which I could potentially use for the coal hopper. Ooh, a lot of different education. We can see coordinator. Oh, the instant unlock. Yeah, that's so good. Works 25% faster. Next item comes within 2 hours of the previous one. That's probably nice on the assembly desks. Legal advisor negates lawsuit risk. That's also good, but the coordinator's got to be what we aim for. It's going to be tricky because it's a single tile location. You know, I just realized if I lower the price of the newspaper, I might be able to get progress towards both a sensational... Like, I was just thinking of it in terms of rewards. When you cheapen the newspaper, the number of little columns there that it covers widens, and I was just thinking of it as easier to hit multiple of the goals, but it could potentially overlap, say, moderate and sensational and progress both. That's kind of interesting. Print at least one lie. Yeah, you're still there, which might be okay. Combo inspiring. These are all potentially fine. I'm not going to do this one again because we're still going to be processing the old photos. And this one here too needs photos. Yeah, I'm just going to skip those. We're going to take a non-photo goal. And I don't know, maybe I'll keep hammering at the... What is this? Bobby's shop. Convert influence into money. Oh, I don't really care about that. Casino. Oh, the construction yard is a wild card spot. Unique entertainment to place in your tower. Idle employees may decide to play and pay you money. Yeah, I don't really care about these. Now that I'm realizing it. Him visit represent your workers' union organization, manipulating your staff and lowering their wages for a price. I wonder... Let's see. This is just unlocks the hidden agenda stuff, which is good. Steinbeck residents, way to passively write fiction pieces over time for a random category. That's cool. Public library, offering buff objects reporter skills and risk reduction. You know what? I do want to work for the high society. High society and mafia, that's going to be my thing. So we'll be on the lookout for inspiring stories, I would say. All right, and then we do have enough money. Let me pause here. I'm not going to progress this week, is my plan, but who knows what kind of distraction I might get. What I'm going to do is, under production, we'll get the rest. So we got the dark room, which makes into photos, and then the repo camera, followed by the chemical engraver. Okay, and then we're going to put this behind a door. I'm going to scooch this apart one step. And yeah, the tiled wallpaper, we're going to use this to help counter the smell, which I think is one of the worst things. Although the industrial paper is good for the noise and the heat. But we'll put in a couple of fans, which is probably overkill, but it feels appropriate. And then we'll focus some air vents around, around this stinky area. Getting rid of the negative tag completely. And then we're going to get in a bunch of... the acoustic panels really do a lot. This is now fine. Not currently pretty yet. So let's give them a couple of clocks because everyone loves those. And then we'll put a medium plant in between so we get a little bit of beauty. Neither one of you have skills with the repo camera. You don't mind heat. I don't really necessarily go for that. But the heat thing, you got 2 points of skills. Okay, we'll do this. Do I want to re-roll you? I'm going to go ahead and re-roll you. Increase speed on the weekend. You know what? That last minute push, maybe? Probably doesn't matter, but let's go ahead and do that. Okay. I wonder if I should put someone who doesn't mind the dark in here. This is grayed out. So yeah, working on this job, it does cancel that out automatically. That's good. I was worried about that. Okay, so now you are waiting for this. What is empty? Oh, okay, for the graphics if we're doing this. God, I don't have infinite money. We're doing okay. Let's get 2 big batches of paper. And complete... Yeah, but it should be okay. We'll put it prioritized. Not that it really matters here, but it should chooch along now that there's a place to drop that off. Okay, and then just to prepare myself, entertainment and society for the champagne and subtext, which is a great name. Entertainment, politics, sport. I mean, we might end up tagging everything. And the trick will be to remember to untag some things. Crime, economy. Yeah, it literally is everything. So the question is, it's just a combo 1 inspiring. So you know what? I'm not going to put any priority at all, but I might try to be a little bit more aggressive about canceling some things out. Okay, I'm going to put a cut in here, and I think because we are still learning this new system, I don't think I'll do another time skip. I'll probably end up playing this one immediately afterwards, but I do want to do a little bit of time skip to progress a little bit more deeply into our possibilities. I guess, what is this one? Not bothered by anything, recovery time, not bothered by noise. Okay, yeah, we can live without those. With the extra money, I don't have enough money to go and get any training. So we did spend pretty aggressively here. Hopefully those photographs really go and add some extra payoff. We might need some extra little food things. I think what I'm going to do, it's over here. I'm going to get a water cooler back right there. And we've got some food on the shelf. So I'm just going to make sure to load some extra one in here. In fact, let's go and do that. A little more, just to make sure to stay nicely ahead of things. We have a little bit more paper left in here, which actually, just so that we don't end up walking there, let's do this, and then we'll pick up some more from the ground as well. Okay, folks, thanks for watching another episode. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.